Okay. So if I have an aim line here, I'm making sure that my circle is just matching that. So if we swing this club consistently on the circle pointing in a certain direction, and the face is good relative to that circle, ball should go pretty straight, right?
Yeah.
It's when we start changing the direction of the circle, right or left,
And
that's when
where
we start
you'll get
imparting spin on the ball, right?
Okay.
So swing direction is simply, where is the circle pointing? Is it pointing right or is it pointing left? Swing direction is related to path, but it's not path. I could have different paths with the same swing direction depending on where the ball is. If I'm hitting a ball earlier in the circle, this club is kind of traveling a little more into out, right? Because it's traveling into out, then it comes around, then it comes to the left. So generally what we're trying to do is we have a neutral swing circle and we're trying to hit down on the ball. I'm kind of hitting the ball with the club moving along this direction, right?
Yes.
Well, you can see that this is pointing to the right. A draw is basically built into the setup, and it's kind of built into the design of the club as well. Because if we're trying to hit down on a ball, attack angle would be like that, right? So it's naturally pointing to the right.
Yeah.
And the way we do that essentially is by taking this circle, we swing it along the same direction, the backswing, and then we have to move forward on the way down. I can't bottom out at the middle of the circle where the ball is, right? I have to kind of be in front of it, because then that allows me to do that. Ball starts on the face, it curves relative to the path. And so in order to have a proper draw, if I have a 4-degree path to the right, and then I have like a 2-degree open face relative to target, this face, it's open to the target, but it's closed to the path. Any differential between face and path creates a curve. We want an open face at impact for a draw, because that means the ball can start to the right of the target and then curve to the target. This is like exaggerated as far as where it's pointing.
Okay. So
But
the
this
blue
is
alignment stick is where the club face
Right.
is.
That's the club face, path, and then target. Let's say I'm swinging this way, right? I'm swinging along the white line. I strike a ball, let's say around here. That club face is on the blue line. That club face is closed relative to the path, so that creates a draw, but because the face is pointing right of the target, I can have a shot that does this. So if I have a path that's like on the white line and then my face is here, 4 degrees into out and then 0 with the face, that's like a bigger differential. That's number one, right? But if, let's say I do that, right? I swing this way and I go, boom. And then I hit the shot. What do you think is gonna happen?
It's gonna hook.
Yeah. It's gonna start on the target and then go left of the target. By having this here, wider gap, it's a bigger differential, bigger curve.
So you want to swing in the out with the face slightly shut.
Yeah, just relative to that. Basically, if I just set up knowing that I'm moving forward, then that ensures that I can hit the ball on this side of the circle rather than this side.
I feel like sometimes I have a lot of trouble with the weight shift as well.
That's why a lot of people who have trouble weight shifting, they tend to get out, they cut it, right?
Over the top, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Being on plane just means from your view, the camera's view, or down the line, this club head travels up the red line all the way up to club parallel here. So that's what it means to be on plane, because it just means that this club's staying on the same circle that it started on. So from there, I can finish my backswing and then I can remain on plane. So what you were doing earlier is that you were leaving the plane early by having the hands and the club head travel out to the right and up. So here was your natural takeaway. So that's creating that cut bias, because now I'm pointing the circle to the left. So we got to be able to start going this way, in with the hands and in with the club head. So that means here at club parallel, these hands are going to be closer to the thigh too. They're not going to be so away from us. And from there we just finish off the swing. And then on the way down, we're going to drop this club pretty much back on that line. So here, then I swing from there into the ball. So there's that basically neutral circle. So it's all about staying on plane here. Take it to the top, drop it down. I'm going to drop back onto that plane there like this. And then hit it from there. On the way back, what it feels like when we trace it, it's gonna look more like that. So here is club parallel in the backswing. Shaft is still parallel to the foot or stance line, aim line. Club face is matching our back. So this is all we need here for the takeaway. From here, we just keep turning. We can finish our backswing from there, something like that. Then on the way down, we lay it back down to try to get back to where we started, here. Take your right hand, kind of pull it up a little bit more on top of your left hand like this, rather than keeping it down. So you want to kind of ride this up a little bit. Yeah. Shoulders, right now, they're a little open. Yeah, there we go. Square is gonna feel closed because you're used to open. Flare the right toe out way more. Yeah, there we go. Because before you had the toe kind of looking like this.
Okay.
Toes too straight creates restriction. I can't really rotate a whole lot. So that can also make me want to do that. It can make me not turn a lot and get the hands really high. So we're kind of getting ready to move. So this is flared out as much as that.
Okay.
Because the toes are flared out too, the knees are going to be a little more out feeling as well. So rather than pinch them in, you got to keep them kind of facing outward with the toes. Okay. Close the shoulders again. A little bit more, a little more closed. There we go. You gotta take it away without really separating the hands from your side. So like if you have a certain distance between your hands and your thigh, that's got to stay exactly the same. You're just moving in a circle, right? So that's gonna feel like that. So this here would be like a constant space between your hands and your thigh. If I increased it, you would start looking like this. So that's like far apart. This one's more close. Yeah. Yeah. So what also helps you keep that orbit of the hands close to your side is you keep the right elbow or right upper arm on your side as well, especially in the takeaway. I may start with my arm like kind of off the side, but once I start setting the wrist and taking it back, I'm actually going to attach it. So if I attach the right arm in the takeaway, then I keep the hands close to my body, and I keep that orbit of the hands around my hips constant, like that. So it's not that I'm taking my hands and I'm sucking them close to my body. I'm not moving them into my thigh. They're just moving around, but at a constant distance. So from there, right upper arm is connected to my side here in the takeaway. Once I get to the top of the backswing, I can start letting it off a little bit, but then on the downswing, it reconnects again. So I'm close here, a little bit apart here, back on the body here, and then I hit it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yep. Yeah, do it again. So we're moving in a straight line here for like the first foot. And then we start moving in from there because we're turning. That make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Grip bend is going in a straight line up to about P2, and then from P2 onward, inward. Yeah.
And when you say in, this is in, right?
Right. In just as in to your right. Yeah.
And then this is where all that speed is coming from. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Start from here. Grip bend is going in a straight line from P1 to P2. Now we go in from there. Okay. So what allows the hips to rotate in the backswing? You let your back leg straighten out a little bit. There you go. So it's not going to lock, but it will lose flex. If that happens, now the right hip can pull backward. Now I can get more rotation.
Oh.
It's nice.